Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis IV with me, Alfapiomega, Denmark, and Meiou and Taxes. So today we start by great news. A new sickness has overtaken the people of Fiorenza, killing many and setting the stage for a plague upon the region. For these poorer souls, dark days lie ahead. So Fiorenza, I'm pretty sure that's in Italy. So let's see if we can find it. Yes, there it is. There's the terrible plague. Terrible plague is actually one of the stronger plagues. It happened and spread from Fiorenza, which is right here, which is also the terrible plague. They have 22 urban people there, plague origin. How many people live there right now? They have 84,000 people living in the urban capital of this, which is Fiorenza as well, and 272,000 people living in this entire province. You can see that the plague is spreading rapidly. It's gonna kill many people. This is one of the mechanics that I love about, I love on Meiou and Taxes the most, where plagues are greatly, plagues are very well modeled. There's also famines, which are another thing that's very fun, which can kill millions of people actually when it comes to it. However, plagues kill mostly urban population, while famines mostly kill rural population. So remember the numbers that I have told you. Once the plague is over, we can check the population again and see what kind of damage it does. The strength of the plague will change, but Italy is mostly urban, so all of these will get terrible plague. I'm hoping that it's not going to get all the way to us because, you know, we're doing so good. People are not in that much threat. But hey, when it comes to places like well, actually, like Fiorenza, which is the most populous province now in Italy. That's interesting. It can decimate them. There's usually another place where the plague starts. Somewhere else. It has usually 2 or 3 spawn places. I don't see another one, though. Yeah, it's just in Italy still. Wow, it's spreading really rapidly. But mountains and big rural provinces will make the plague grow weaker. You can see here that in Tyrol, where there's very little urban population and most of the people live in small villages, the plague has settled into moderate plague. Bozen has a severe plague. We have lost the low manpower. And okay, it looks like Bohemia ended its war with Austria just now, getting another province. Have death not quenched its thirst? The plague will soon be upon us. We already see the pillars of smoke in neighboring provinces. Alas, that our people might share the same fate. Actually, that's not true, right? Or is it? Plague spreads fast by trade as well, so it might be here, but the ships can spread it to major trade hubs and then kill people. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere nearby, thankfully. This is one of the minor outbreaks. There are way worse levels than terrible plague. You can get things like catastrophic plague, or I think there's also apocalyptic plague. This plague is as bad as most. We should be thankful it's no worse. Yeah, it's a standard plague. Yeah, here you can see mild plague, so it's getting real weak. It's not spreading that fast. But if it finds a city, yeah, like here you can see it suddenly got stronger. Because this province is probably more developed. There's also a blue one, which is the least strong one, and that's called the plague has passed over. Where the hell are you getting this from? The first reports of plague in our provinces. I don't see. Oh, no. Damn, it did spread. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. It can spread via trade. So we got it. It spread directly to our capital. Probably some ship has brought it over. We got a severe plague. Okay, that's not that bad. We got hope that it's not gonna kill that many people. Urban population actually already went down. It was 22,000 and it went down to 17. So yeah, how's the capital here doing? Oh, Fiorenza. Yeah, they're down to 187,000. They already lost 5 pops. Well, let's hope it won't spread way more. Oh damn, it's but to scan as well. Oh, I worked so hard on getting people and now they're all gonna die in plague. Plague has killed 5% of population. We use 1,744 manpower and we have a chance to lose stability. The extent of our people suffering so far at the hands of the plague has been mild thus far. It would be foolish, however, to assume that we've seen the end. Okay, thankfully we haven't lost stability, but it's gonna spread really fast now. Yeah, Ceylon got it as well. It had not lost population yet, but it will soon. Actually, how come the urban gravity is so high? Did they build something? Finish construction of upgrade roads. That didn't. It just... The urban gravity just increased on its own. That's interesting. I guess the rural development has its own bonuses or something. I have in the meantime repaid... oh my god, yeah, it actually hit us pretty hard. Usually for Scandinavia the plague is not such a big problem. We're getting moderate and severe plagues. Can we repay a loan? Not yet, but we will soon be able. So I already repaid one. I'm going to repay another one. It's very likely that in 2 years we won't have any loans, which would be good. Oh crap. Yeah, here you have plague has passed over. It's too far and too not developed or too underdeveloped for the plague to properly spread. So we're being punished for doing good, actually. Oh shit, it spread into most of Europe already. France is not hit all that bad. How's Paris? Severe plague. Yeah, the central Germany has all plague has passed over, but then it spreads into Hansa towns and us, and it gets stronger. Lithuania is very lucky. Yeah, it gets stronger in Egypt as well. Terrible plague in Aljavio. Damn, they were really unlucky. Look at that. The province is very underdeveloped and it gets hit very hard. Plague has killed 10% of our population. We lose additional 2,000 manpower and have a 45% chance at losing stability. Again, we were lucky. Okay, is the population really going down that fast? Where's our... Wait, I always forgot. No, total population is still 1,200,000. I guess it did not count those losses yet. Maybe it did, I don't know. Maybe it will be recalculated. Well, the population is recalculated once a year, so we'll see. So yeah, everyone, the plague is ravaging Europe. Look at all those skulls. Aragon was very lucky. Spain is also getting Castile. Oh no. Here the plague is gaining strength again. It was very mild in Ciberroa, but then Burgos is getting stronger plague, moderate plague. But, you know, the central Spain is usually good. London hasn't been hit yet. That's a very populous town. Come on, don't do this. Ireland has been hit very mildly. Just a couple of provinces. It continues spreading in Spain. Oh, what is this? Ojala has a terrible plague. Poor souls. Cairo still... No. Yeah, Cairo still hasn't been hit. Oh no, it has moderate plague. Okay. Well, that's sad. Lesser nobles demand privileges. There's a plague out there, you bastards. Can't you see? We refuse to grant you privilege. Okay, and that was the nail in the coffin that we couldn't handle. Stability has dropped. I'm gonna revoke your privileges, actually. Can I offer you a favor that wouldn't cost me arm and a leg? We need 141. Oh, corruption is rising as we're saving money. Okay, let's lower them. Offer them low cabinet seats. That's gonna... Okay, our cap is at around 6 corruption. So that increased their loyalty. And I might do the same thing here. For low-level cabinet seats. Yeah, that's gonna mean that the corruption is dropping on its own. We get a bit of loyalty, and once I start lowering the corruption, we're gonna be getting around 0.5 per year removed. Won't we? I'm gonna wait till the month to end, and then I'll check. 2.99. This corruption is actually pretty severe. Global trade power significantly lowered. Yeah, 0.61. We're gonna remove it. But hey, you know, we need to build that loyalty. You saw how estates are useful, so yeah, it's necessary. Well, we now have enough to get the National Bank. So let's do that. It's gonna lower our interest. Queen, we unlocked the new idea in group economic ideas. By establishing a single national authority for financial matters, we have more leverage for loans and the national debt. Interest lowered by 1. I don't think actually it's going to help us here. Because we've already taken that loan, but hey. Anyway, there's a large-scale revolt in Norway, and they're moving to Monat. It's hybrid and separatists. First Liberation Army. Isles. I could probably come from the Isles. I was thinking of sending my army there because that actually makes quite a lot of sense. Norway is under our personal union, so we are basically a queen of Norway as well. So I split off an army, and I'm gonna send you here to Gailob, and we're gonna siege this. I wanted to put more into army maintenance, but it's actually really hard to do it. We're trying to save for that last loan repayment. And then we're done. We're repaying the loans. In another news, Rügen has quite low autonomy, but it's increasing really fast because there's quick communication. So it takes 20 days actually to get from our capital to there, which is quite shocking actually. Yeah, we can get here faster. I think we can actually get even here faster. Yeah, it's our most distant province. I know it might be a waste, but I'm thinking of building a ship right there to... Oh, A, that will give us +5 naval forcemen, and B, it will get the province much closer to us because it will cut the connection to basically 1 day. How is this? Oh, we can invest in new technology. The Office of Lord Admiral. Queen. The Office of Lord Admiral. As navies grew larger, it became important to have more control over them. The office of Lord Admiral or Lord High Admiral was first created in the 1400s, 10 years late, placing one man in charge of all the ships in our nation. Naval morale increased and naval maintenance increased. So you guys go and siege here. I'm basically wasting money on you right now. But still good, still in the positive. Well, the plague has ended. We are safe for now. But here you can see that the population truly calculated. We went down to 1,052,000. So we really lost over 150 people, which is quite a lot when you think about it. Yeah, look at that. We lost quite a lot of population here. We're down to 18,000 people in Copenhagen. Zealand lost one ruler and one urban pop. And how are those? Where is Firenze doing? Yeah, 18. Yeah, they're down to 86,000. So a lot of people have been lost, actually. Agricultural revolution. We've managed to increase our agricultural production. Where is this? Östjutland. Is that interesting for us? We could actually build something here. A communal or marketplace would go a long way, huh? Manufacturers will benefit. The trade value is very low. The construction cost, how long? 10 years. Well, okay. That will lower the cost significantly. Yeah, to 188. That's actually pretty much doable. So we could actually build something there. I was planning to make our capital a bit better, but when you look at the urban gravity, it is now much higher than the actual urban population. So there is not really a need to build anything here. And in Östjutland, it's about right. Well, we now have enough to invest into hand cannons, so let's do that. We're getting another bonus to army tradition. Some infantry began carrying hand cannons in battle, allowing them to bring gunpowder weapons to a decisive spot. The guns were still inaccurate and slow to reload, but now there were more of them on the battlefield. Increases land morale by 0.20, combat width is increased by 1, and infantry fire is increased by 0.1. Enables fire wagons, which I actually don't believe helps us at all. Yeah, but I think that this could be the point at which the Ottomans get the Janissaries. Interesting. Next level, full plate armor will give us Hofnitze, which is actually a Czech gun that was used by the Hussites. Kausteins. Well, pretty good for us. Let's look at how we're doing as far as technology goes. We're really lacking when it comes to administrative technology because we're finishing the economic ideas. Next one has to be some kind of military. I'm actually thinking of naval. I'm not entirely sure if we should go with Denmark being a colony nation because I would like to focus on... Well, the game has kind of forced 2 extra kingdoms into my hand. So I would like to integrate Norway and Sweden eventually, and maybe colonize up here. But for that, yeah, we still need colonization. So we would need to go with naval. And that actually kind of fits us. Naval, we would get improved ship rights, sheltered ports, boarding parties, naval cadets. It's actually pretty good. Naval attrition lowered. Maintenance lower because we're going to have a big navy. Same on maintenance. Naval force limit 20% extra. Wow, that's actually pretty good. And then I'd probably like to get free trade. And then the colony ideas. We need to get to level 20 so that we can get the quest for the new world. That actually makes sense. We're ahead in military, so that's good. Holland's actually doing really well. 10, 12, 12. Is this Friesland? No, it's Burgundy. Burgundy has 12, 12, 12. Holy crap. Their king is pretty good. And Florence has 12, 12, 13 actually. What is this? Saluzzo has 11, 12, 13. The Ottomans are starting to fall behind 9, 11, 11. Oh my god, the Golden Horde. Well, actually, it's not a Golden Horde anymore. It's Crimea, and this is the White Horde. I keep calling them Golden Horde. 778. I think that's 779. What about our Arabic? 9910. But so does Spain. 9910. Granada has 10, 12, 12. Well, pretty interesting development here. Oh, truce expired, but that's not what I wanted to show you. I got a prompt that our court level has increased. We got to an impressive court, which is level 4. One above the medium court, which gives nothing. And I'm pretty happy with this. Stability increase interval lowered. Extra diplomat, morale of armies and navies increased. We get extra prestige, which is very welcome. That's pretty good. Every year, 0.5. Extra possible advisors, extra diplomatic reputation. We have a boost to improve relations. Diplomatic relations increased by 1, and liberty desire in subjects is lowered. Plus, we get art power in capital and art power in regional capital. I actually don't understand the art power much. That's what the upper class does. And it's connected to universities and art corporations. I think art increases technology, but I'm not entirely sure how that works. We can figure out together during this Let's Play. On a related note, we're battling corruption again. It's lowering nicely. We're investing quite a lot of money into that and still having a hefty balance, which mostly comes from the fact that our administrative advisor has died. Okay with that, we need the money. Our industrious queen is happy with having a budget surplus, and she's having quite massive plans. Now for her, 3 things are a priority. I'm actually thinking that we might want to build a fort in our capital. It's our capital after all, and forts give decent bonuses. I can show you here. It increases urban gravity by 1 and gives urban gravity modifier by 10%. So that would here in our capital give us extra, well, 25 and then, 3.5 urban gravity, which would not be bad. They're actually pretty cheap too. Plus it increases the supply limit and provides defense. I think they cost like 80. Yeah, 80. And we can pay some of this with manpower. Actually, it's very cheap. You can see that we could already, even though having such low manpower, we could pay off 50% of it just like that, or 75 very soon. So it would cost us like 20 gold. Another thing that our industrious queen is planning is building a commune hall in Östjuton, because it gives 5 urban gravity, which would mean that the urban gravity, I have trouble talking here, would increase to 3 times as it is now. And she'd also like to expand the roads that we have here to Sealand. New Pope, huh? France is the controller. Which would increase the urban gravity there as well. As a matter of the fact, it would be pretty good. However, I think the roads here will be cheaper than in our capital. No, they won't. They will be more expensive. The province size multiplier is just off the record here, 247%. Could we convince people to... They could not provide rural wealth. Urban they would. That would take away 72%. And manpower... Well, we could completely make this done, or have this completely done by investing only manpower and urban wealth. It would cost us nothing. So she might really actually go for that.